Very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints.
Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here's Hill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Only a yard on the pickup, so for a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Osa Odighizuwa
able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
On 3rd down, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. Down on the receivers and force the incompletion.
Winston to throw for it on 4th.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, 37 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jameis to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To the air again with Winston. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Prescott from the gun.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there is no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Marquez Callaway deep for New Orleans.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. 2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From just shy of midfield, Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Winston. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Fourth down, Winston.
He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Again, it's Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
That's caught by Marquez Callaway.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Winston. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So now it's... Straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
6 yards left on second down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now it's Wilson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, he rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Looks good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The return man, Wilson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing, Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And out across midfield down to the 45.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Play action now, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On first down, Hill being chased out left. And he's got some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again, Book on 2nd and 10.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Book from the gun on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll roll him out right. And this is caught that they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.